What's up, folks? It's Blue here at Blue Bears Games, and over the next 2 days, I will be unboxing and then upgrading the Sliver Swarm Commander precon from the Commander Master Set that was released in August of 2023. Before I get to today's video, I want to first take a moment to let you know that if you'd like to help support my channel, you can do so in the following ways. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share any of my content on your socials so other people can discover it, and or watch some of my many other videos yourself. In addition to that, if you're interested in ways that you can help support my channel monetarily, please read the description of this video, and there you will find a myriad of options for what you can do to help me keep this channel going. Anything that you can do to help is greatly appreciated, and I thank you for it. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. Today's video will be the unboxing of the precon, where I'll show you everything that comes in the box, including the deck card by card, and then tomorrow I will release the upgrade guide, where I'll show you some options on what I believe you should take out and then add back in to help make the deck play a little better. It's pretty obvious what this deck is about. Slivers. I mean, the name says it all, but so does the card shown on the front of the box, Sliver Gravemother. Sliver Gravemother is the recommended commander for the deck, so let's take a look at that real quick. She is 5 mana to cast, 1 of each color, for a 6/6 legendary Sliver with 3 abilities. The first ability states that the legend rule doesn't apply to Slivers that you control. The second ability states that each Sliver creature card in your graveyard has Encore X, where X is its mana value. And the third and final ability is that it has Encore 5 itself. Encore means that at sorcery speed, you pay the cost, then exile the card from your graveyard, and for each opponent, you create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn if able, and they gain haste, and you sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. What's good about the Encore ability on the Gravemother is that as the commander, if you do this and nobody has any responses, the next time state-based actions are checked, you can move it to the command zone thanks to the commander rule. Similar to Yoriko, this is the only card that can be your commander that has this ability, so it's kinda neat. One thing to note is that while this may just be a simple Sliver Kindred themed deck, Slivers are like the king of all creature types. Every Sliver is a lord for your other Slivers in some shape or form, but not necessarily in the traditional way. That's what makes them one of the most popular creature types in the game, so even if it is just a Kindred deck, it will still be a pretty decent deck. Now, while we know this is a Sliver Kindred themed deck, what we don't know is whether or not there's more than just that to it, so let's open her up and see what's in the box. And here we have the box. As you can see, it says the Sliver Swarm on it. It has all 5 colors, because this is a 5-color deck. Sliver Gravemother is the face card that they have on there, so that's obviously, we went over that. And then it says Sliver Hive Rise Up, and Sliver Gravemother is the commander. So open it up, and we'll take a look. So the insert, again, has the face card. +1/+1 counters on it. The top one are also +1/+1 counters, and then, of course, the good divider. And with the good divider, we get the bad box. So all 5 colors are on the box, as you can see. And then it has that on the back end of it. And here's all the contents inside. Alright, so an insert, which doesn't really do much, but I still show everything. So, Sliver Gravemother is on the front side, and then extra rules on how to play Commander, plus a little bit about playing the deck. Put that aside. Shipping divider, don't need that. Life wheel goes to 40 on one side, 20 on the other. And it's generic, so it doesn't matter what deck you play it with. We've got the Collector's Booster sample pack, and then we've got the deck. So let's open up the pack. Zoom a little bit, and I'll open the pack for you. See what I get. Alright. And first card is a Fierce Guardianship. Ooh, one of my better pulls from the sample pack. Ooh, that's nice. And then, ooh, I actually was about to go buy this for my Slimefoot deck. I don't have to buy it. Yay, best sample pack ever. Alright, enough of the the fun times here. Let's get to business. Zoom a little bit more. And open the deck up and show you everything inside. Split it in half to make it easier to wield. We've already gone over what Sliver Gravemother does, so we'll pass that and go to the secondary commander, which is, and I'm not sure I'm going to say this correctly, Ruka Rumel, I think is how it said, biologist. Also 5 colors for a 3/3, and says when it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type. Slivers you control and non-token creatures you control are the chosen type, in addition to their other creature types, and the same is true for creatures, spells you control, and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And then it has a secondary ability where you pay 3 and tap it to create a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token. Okay, not bad either way. So let's take a look at the rest of the deck. Winged Sliver, one of the better ones. Clot Sliver. Crypt Sliver. Blade Sliver. Blur Sliver. How many times am I going to say Sliver in this entire video? Bone Splitter Sliver. Cleaving Sliver. Hollowhead. The Striking Sliver. The two-headed one. That can't be all the creatures. That's not enough slivers. Cultivate for mana fixing. Farseek, really good inclusion. There we go, more slivers. Gemhide, probably one of the better ones created in a while because it helps mana fix for a 5-color deck. Mana Weft, same thing. Both of them. These two are probably the best slivers you can have for your deck. Might Sliver. Nature's Lure for more mana fixing. Actually, this one goes and gets a Farce, so I'm hoping that some of the lands have Farce type that aren't basic. Quick Sliver. 3 Visits. Venom Sliver. This one gives Death Touch. That's a really good one. Crystalline Sliver. Probably one of the most expensive uncommon ones. Firewake Sliver. This one's newer to me. They all have haste. Oh, okay. That's good. Harmonic Sliver. Hibernation Sliver. Lava Belly. One of the newer ones. Necrotic. Herald's Horn, absolutely. If it wasn't in a deck, it would have been a suggestion for an upgrade. Pillar of Origins. Floodplain. Regal Sliver. Taunting Sliver. Titan of Litjara. Huh. So 6 to cast 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. It is the chosen type in addition to its other types. And then whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may draw a card for each other creature that you control that shares a type with it. And then if you do, you discard a card. Okay, so card draw for it. Lazotep Sliver. Capricious Sliver. Descendant's Fury. So it's a 4-cast enchantment. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice one of them, and if you do, you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with the sacrificed creature. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. So this is supposed to help get more stuff on the board for you. It's a pretty good inclusion. For the Ancestors, a 30-cast instant, choose a creature type. Look at the top 6 cards of your library and you may reveal any number of cards of the chosen type from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order and it flashes back. That's actually not bad either. Hatchery Sliver. That's the replicating one. Bone Scythe. Cleansing Nova. A board wipe. Harsh Mercy. So it's a 30-cast sorcery. It says each player chooses a creature type to draw creatures that aren't of the chosen type and they can't be regenerated. So it's a board wipe, but it's kind of selective. Gale Rider Sliver, gives all your slivers flying. Synapse Sliver. Wow, that's a pretty good one. Crippling Fear, 40-cast sorcery, choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3 until end of turn, so another sort of board wipe. Siphon Sliver, gives all your slivers lifelink. Spiteful Sliver. This one says, slivers you control have whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. So now whenever your slivers take damage, they damage other things. Brood Sliver, the token creator.
Gigantic Sliver gives all your creatures +3/+3. Realm Walker, a really good inclusion. I like that they made this card to begin with. It's really good in here. Cloud Shredder Sliver gives them flying and haste. Oh, that's the first half. On to the second half. Decimate for some removal. Much needed removal. Sliver Hive Lord. It's one of the big lords of slivers. Gives them all indestructible. Icon of Ancestry. It is an anthem on an artifact, and you get to choose the creature. Vanquisher's Banner. Canopy Vista. Cinderglade. Exotic Orchard. Irrigated Farmland. Prairie Stream. Scattered Groves. Sheltered Thicket. Smoldering Marsh. Sunken Hollow. So they do have the land types. The biggest complaint that I have seen about this deck was that the land base was horrible for a 5-color deck. It's okay, I guess. Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone, Soul Ring, Ash Barrens, Command Tower. Maybe I can fix it up a little bit. Path of Ancestry. Constricting Sliver. This one says Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature and opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. So all your Slivers now basically exile other creatures until they leave. Sentinel Sliver. Creatures you control have Vigilance. Sanu. It's an Anthem Sliver. I wonder if Might Sliver or Muscle Sliver. Sorry, Muscle Sliver is going to be in here. Diffusion Sliver. Whenever a Sliver you control becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, that spell or ability is countered unless that controller pays 2. So it's kind of like Ward. Distant Melody. Good card draw for the deck like this. Shifting Sliver. It's really good. Windfall. Frontier Bivouac. I think it's Bivouac, but it says Bivouac. I don't know. Maybe Bivouac. Grasslands. Jungle Shrine. Mountain Valley. It's the really early fetch lands before the good ones started to come out. Mystic Monastery. Nomad Outpost. So all the tri-lands before they were called triomes. Opulent Palace. Rocky Tar Pit. Sandstep Citadel. Savage Lands. Secluded Courtyard. Seaside Citadel. Unclaimed Territory. And then some basics. So, let's see. 2 of each, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like, oh, a couple of extra forests. 1 extra forest. And then we have the thick version of the Sliver Gravemother, which, you know, comes in every deck now. And then we've got Sliver Army. Copy tokens. And then on the other side, we've got the Monarch. And then, ooh, look at those Sliver tokens. Those are nice Sliver tokens.
And that, folks, is what is in the Sliver Swarm Commander Masters Commander Precon. The big thing that most people complain about when it comes to this deck is the land base, and after seeing it in person, I now know why. It's pretty bad. The rest of the deck, however, looks pretty good. Sure, there are a couple of other cards that could be swapped in that would help improve this deck, but the bones are definitely there. So for the upgrade guide tomorrow, I will recommend some changes to the non-land cards, but I believe I will mostly be going over what you can do to improve that land base. I already did a mini land upgrade guide in my Warhammer 40k Forces of the Imperium upgrade guide video, but it may be time to update it a little, so please be sure to join me for that. Well, folks, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching, and if you're looking for more content to watch, please browse my playlists, as I'm sure you'll find a lot more of my videos that you'll enjoy. Have a nice day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.